Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Hello, hi, Rollman, hi, Ali, hi, everyone, hi, Lightom, and sure. Let's check silver as well during the midstream or maybe the end of the stream. So yesterday, as I mentioned on the Bitcoin over the stream as well, that on lower term time frame, I feel bullish. The wave count clearly was 1212, and from here, the previous week POC was flipped at 59.5. As you can see, these LTFs, and then we ran up towards the previous week highs of 61,950, but then we haven't took the previous week highs. Hey, hi, Chronicles. Hi, everyone. So practically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, our LTF played out. We had two scenarios on our lower term time frame. That was bearish, and one was bearish, and the other one was bullish. And if you remember, I mentioned as well very clearly that my biasness, I feel bullish about Bitcoin actually, honestly, basically because of the 1212. We checked it very nicely. We checked it the lower term time frame, that we have 5 waves, another ABC, another 5 waves, another ABC, and that was the clear indication of a 1212 formation. And then we got a confirmation as well. So that is what we had, two scenarios yesterday. So first, this was the bull case scenario, that we need to go for one more push on an upside for the wave one. This was the previous scenarios that wave one was in, and this might be the wave two already, and we are now starting bigger wave three towards the new all-time highs, which is going to take Bitcoin towards 76 to maybe even $80,000. But that is like the bull case scenario for Bitcoin on the midterm time frame. These are not smaller some time frames. And the bear case scenario is like we go for a double top, one more push on an upside, basically towards 64,063.8, because that's where we have our Fibonacci levels. We do have a very clear fibs that nobody talks about. Basically, that's where we have a very important fib. Let me just show you actually. So that's where we have 702 Fibonacci levels of $63,740. I mean, we can go anywhere between 63,740 to 65,500, but we should not be flipping $64,900, because flipping that would mean that we are literally bottom, and we would be pumping up towards my target of 74 to 75,000 minimum, and can even pump it back up to the 1 to 72 Fibonacci levels of $79,500. So that's the bull case scenario. We have bull and bear on the midterm time frame. Now a lot of people are skeptical. A lot of people hate me or hate every other traders. Why? Because they feel that we present two scenarios, and when it is correct, we tell them that, hey, this is played out. No, that's absolutely shit. That's absolutely not correct. Both the scenarios, as a trader, if you are a trader, then yes, definitely you need to look from both the aspects of bull and bear scenarios, as Elliot wave theory always gives you two opportunities. Either it can be bear or bull, because the wave counts are so valid, and that's where the Elliot wave theory have a little bit of limitations. But yeah, every technical analysis have a little bit of limitations. But with this having said that, both the bull and the bear case scenarios come with the confirmation, comes with the levels. Hence, as I mentioned, the bull case scenario will be valid once we start flipping 64.9. Once it flips it, you don't coming back. You're just simply gonna go up like this towards 76. And as I mentioned, can go for a full-fledged extension towards 79,562. The bear case scenario is still valid till we are under 64.9. So we can simply push it up like a double top, like this. We just go like this and then dump like this, because we in the past we have done a very similar sort of a price action. If you look at here on the 12 hours time frame, look at the historical charts actually, and that is where you gonna love it. So we got a fat dump like this, we got a move, and then we got a zigzag, follow up with a 5-wave impulsive move, sweep the highs like this, we make a new highs, swing filler pattern, and the price starts dumping down. So we have done a very similar sort of a thing. Similarly, in 2021 as well, we got a sharp move on the downside, A, B, and we got a little bit run up, and after that further down, after which we gonna run up. So just look at how normally BTC plays out actually. Just look at the scenarios that I'm talking about. Similar sort of a thing. We got a fat dump over here. We got to move another zigzag, 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 and a move on an upside with an impulsive move, followed by a little bit accumulation, and then dump. So just you can imagine, I mean, we have bull and bear case. Both the scenarios are very, very valid at this point. Until we don't flip that 64.9, I bet we can literally have one more downside before, the bulls literally going to control the market. So practically speaking, if I would like to, if I would be bullish, I need to see something like this. I want to see the price to not only reject from here, but I want the price to reclaim it. I just want it to hold here and just accumulate and then run it further like this. That's what, the bullish case looks like. But the bear case scenario is still so valid. We go for one more touch like this, and then we start rejecting and come back down to the green zone, and maybe under the green zone towards $45,000 is a very, very likelihood of 2023 highs, after which we are going to see an impulsive move towards $70,000. Practically speaking, this dump perfectly aligns with my September. If you remember, yesterday we discussed September as well. Normally 95% of the time September is going to be red. Since 2017 I have checked it. 2017 September was negative, 2018 negative, 2019 negative, 2020 negative, 2021 negative, 2022 negative. 2023 was a positive, but not that much. It was roughly around 6 to 7% move on September. So yes, but overall, if you see here, 6 out of 7 times it was negative, which means that it makes it almost close to 95%. Hence, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, that September is likely that we will see a negative September, that we are going to see some good dips in September, and 17th of September, between 16th of September to 2nd of October, I expect a very good dip buying opportunity, because on 17th of September we have eclipse and lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse, and we have said historically it's a 50-50%. We either pump from there or we either literally go big dump. But whatever it's gonna be, 2nd of October we start going to see a big impulsive move on an upside. I expect a big pump across the board. Why? Because October is the month of solar eclipse, annualized solar eclipse, and normally historically, if you see 4 out of 5 times we have pumped, only once we have dumped. So practically making it more high probability for it to pump. So yes, basically, I think 16th of September to 2nd of October would be a very good opportunity to buy the dip in the market. So this is what the plan that we are having on the mid-term time frame, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you understood. If you haven't understood it, you can ask me multiple questions. If you are lost somewhere, just ask me, but don't take any just don't take anything with you which you haven't understood it, because that might just create a big problem with your trade plan actually. Okay, so just let me know if you have understood the plan for the midterm time frame. For lower term time frame, again, I'm just going to refer this chart again as well. Why am I referring this chart? Because it is very, very similar to what we have played historically, or I would say previously. If you look at the daily time frame on Bitcoin over here, when we were at I think we were at around 39 to maybe somewhere around 35,000. Yep, here you see. So this is where we had a very similar sort of a fashion that we have. And what we did is, the breakout was like a fake out. This was a fake out followed by a big move on the downside. And then later we got a nice impulsive move or pump, and then followed by dump. So similarly, I'm expecting a very similar fashionable move on Bitcoin over here. So, if you look at on the 4 hours time frame, not the daily, but look at the 4 hour time frame. Yes, we got a first fake out. You got a breakout first, but it followed by a fake out with an engulfing candle, and then dump on the 4 hours time frame. Now we are getting another breakout with higher highs. Like, this is a sign of a change in trend. This is a first sign of a change in trend. So practically, till we are holding this 59.5 levels, basically this support over here, basically I expect the price to soar up like this, go for like 64,000, maybe even 64.9. I'm not sure, but anything to 708. And I would like to maybe, this can literally do something like this. Just do something like this. Or the worst case scenario, we have another limits as well. So what it can do is maybe one more down like this, in case, and then we can run up. So let's say, I mean, for the challenge we are having a different trade. I'm a little bit aggressive because I'm not sure what exactly. Either we're just simply gonna push it up from here, or maybe we can just have one more small down towards 59.5 retest, and then we can push up. So on the lower term time frame, I'm having a mixed count. Actually, I would say I'm not very much clear on the very much lower term time frame of like 15 minutes chart. But on the forward side, I'm very clear. I'm aiming for a more upside because we are seeing a very nice breakout. So I would like to see a push on an upside. Unless we are losing 59.5, then the game is over. It will be like another fake out. And if you're losing 59.5, hey, then we would be looking for a dump like this across the board on Bitcoin as well as everything else, going back down towards $55,000. So that's what the plan for the Bitcoin on the very, very lower term time frame. If you say like 1 hour or maybe even 30 minutes. Okay, so that's the reason, I think that the bulls are more favorable over here at this point. Looking for ETH, my plan is still same for ETH, no changes. Maybe one more push on an upside and then dump. That's fine. I'm happy with that, even if it gives that thing. So what it might do is we are having a double bottom sort of a thing. You see, this is the double bottom, and if you're holding it, we can go for one more push on an upside, like a double top sort of a thing, and we can just target then golden pocket zone of 2,357, followed by a further impulsive move like this. So yeah, I think Ethereum is likely going to push from here, very, very likely to push from here towards 2,819 and maybe even $2,900. So how are we going to play Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen? And I think Ethereum, we should be playing Ethereum as well. Once Ethereum flips the Monday highs, basically, once it flips 2,648, once it flips, we buy with our take profit targets of 2,814 and $2,900. So once it flips 2,649, you go in. Flip in the sense you just need a flip on 1 hour. 2 1 hour close above, you go in. With your stop loss under 2,618 to 2,617. The safest stop loss would be $2,600, would be the very, very safe stop loss. The hard stop loss would be 2,617 for those who want to go bonkers, So my plan for ETH is this. Talking about one of the most important analysis is US oil. Guys, oil is looking very, very, very bearish to me. Yes, even though it is at big support, as you can see, we are at equilibrium over here at 70.2 is the support. As you can see, every time we have went there, we are rejected over here. We also rejected, but then we found support and then we bounced. We got another bounce over here, but that bounce was not higher highs, lower highs. But the problem over here is the RSI. As you can see, the RSI is bearish. That is the most bearish chart I've seen on RSI. So practically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, from my experience, I think, and if you look at from our indicators, the RSI confluence is red. BB confluence is orange, which means it's neutral. EMA confluence, though it's green, but the cross confluence is red, which means it's every monthly time frame is turning bearish for oil. The way we are seeing in the Middle East, the war and everything else, I think this would be the most dangerous answer to that war escalation. Because if the US and the allies really want to maybe have upper hand on Middle East, the only way to do it is by dumping oil, by giving oil the taste of its own levels of like $40-45, which means that every Middle East countries who are dependent on oil, basically they won't be able to have much money to spend on defense or maybe new weapons or whatever, I don't know. But that may be the case. But this is the clear indication that once oil breaks under 71.3, you are going to see by end of this year, for sure, I can give you in writing, you're going to see a rate cut, by end of this year, and probably by going the next of the year 2025, you're going to every damn time you're going to see a rate cut. But that doesn't mean it's bullish. A rate cut is not going to be bullish, because we have seen in the past when we are seeing a rate cut, that normally we see the price to dump, because it needs a little bit time to shift money from bonds to like investments. You need a dump. So that the money can probably flow in to stocks, the risk assets. And that's where, I mean, there will be a little bit effect on the market, a negative effect, but that is going to be a temporary effect. after which the markets are going to go very, very, very good in my view. But one thing I have noticed, which I don't want to tell you over here, which is a little bit contradictory to what I told you a few minutes back. One thing I want to tell you is that 2025 is the year of blood moon. Actually, there are two blood moons going to happen in 2025, and historically speaking, the year in which there are two blood moons, you know, that's what I've studied a little bit. The year in which there are two blood moons, normally that is the year of a bear market. I mean, we are seeing more and more dumps, more and more dumps. But of course, the dumps are always followed by a pump as well, because we also had a blood moon in 2021. Two blood moons were there in 2021, and that was a very good month where the price dumped 20-30%, but then it followed by another pump of 50-60%. The price dump like 40%, and then it followed by another pump of 30-40%. So practically speaking, you know, you will get a dump, but then it will be followed by a pump. So it's going to be good buying opportunity in the month of in the year 2025. Actually, it's going to be a little bit up and down sort of thing. It won't be a little bit, you know, stable. We won't be seeing a stable markets right now. If you see here, Bitcoin is very, very stable. I would say it's playing in its range. Actually, it's like a bigger range. It's like a bigger distribution that's happening, as you can see over here on the, you know, over here on the BLX. Practically speaking, it's just ranging. Actually, we are ranging. We are not dumping. We are not pumping. It's just ranging. It's a very good distribution that's happening. Now, this can be a distribution. This can be an accumulation. But looking to the volume over here, that's a clear sign of distribution, because of the sell volume is much higher than the buy volume at this point. So yeah, that's a distribution. Maybe we can just push up one more highs and then we can dump. Would be very, very nice. But let's see. For now, this is what the plan that I have. Oh my God, BTC is going up. So let's see. Once BTC flips the previous month equilibrium of 61.2, because you know on the lower term time frame we have these levels. 61.2 is our good levels. I mean, I was sleeping honestly, but if I would have been awake, I would have given you the limit at previous week value area high, and we also had one rocket over here at 59.9, giving us a good buying opportunity around 59.9 to 59.8 with our invalidation on the previous week POC of 59.5, practically speaking. So for now, I think I'm bullish on BTC. Guys, do not short anything. Trust me, don't short anything. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the market, so don't short anything. Let it just wait for the shorts. You really want to short it once we start losing 58.4. That's where you short it, and you really want to long it at this point. I mean, we already took long on our challenge trade, and which is going very, very good for now. Not much good, but good. Oh, of course, I mean, it's okay. So practically speaking, guys, this is the plan that I have for the overall market. Let's see. I mean, the USD dominance is at support. I mean, I just wanted to break the trend line, because once it breaks the trend line, would be nice. The only thing I don't have the proper account on the LTF. This can be A, B, C, another maybe, you know, another A, B, C. That's a wave B, and I don't know. I mean, I don't see this is like a 5 waves. It's another A, B, C. Seems to be like a WXY move. So that's like a WXY, and then you got A, you got B, you got C. So that's likely, you know, another W. You got A, you got B, maybe one more push like C over here. You got X, and then A, B, C, like a double bottom, or maybe the sweep of the lows, 5.34%, and a little bit of accumulation happens, and then you go for one more push up for a bearish retest, followed by a further dump. So I think USD dominance is having a very, I would say, combo, double combo. It's like a WXY formation, and I think it's bearish. I clearly see it's bearish for now, till we don't reclaim 5.78%. For now we are bearish, but hard term time frame is bullish. Let me tell you, I'm just talking about the lower term time frame, 1 hour chart. If I talk about the weekly, it's very, very bullish. If I just see weekly, very, very bullish. There is no sign of a bearishness for now. So weekly is bullish for now, okay? And lower term time frame, yeah, I mean, we can dump it towards 5.24%, maybe 5.1, but overall HTF is bullish. Talking about the last chart of the day would be gold on the lower term time frame. Let's check gold as well. Yesterday I mentioned, I think I did check the lower term time frame on the gold yesterday as well. I'm not sure if I forgot. Let me show you the lower some time frame. My expectation on gold. Perfect. So if you see here on the gold, I think very likely we are forming A, B, C, or maybe this is like A, B, C. So that's your A, B, C, and we did not sweep the high, so there is no change of a trend, or there is no shift of trend at this point. There can be a very good head and shoulder kind of a structure, but looking to this move, I think this is, we are seeing 5 waves over here. You see, that's a clean 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's your 5 waves. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. See, you got a 5 waves on the downside. So speaking of which of the 5 waves, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go up towards 2500. Let me just draw the fibs. Yeah, somewhere around 2513. Just give like a double bottom push up, and I would like to see maybe one more down like this towards 2487, and later on just push it back up to 2500 like this. Now the interesting part is, if you really want to be bullish, you want it to flip 2517. Once we flip 2517, you don't short anything, you just long it with the take profit targets of 2550 plus. Your take profit targets would be here around 2553.88 to be precise. Exact number. That's where the rejection is going to happen for gold. 2553.68 to 2553.8 on various exchanges, plus minus maybe 10 bips, not much, but that's what. This is the gold TVC chart. So on other exchanges, maybe Oanda would be slightly different, maybe other exchanges will be slightly different, but that's my plan for the gold. I am overall on the lower term time frame, I'm bearish on gold. I'm expecting one more down. I would be bullish only and only once we flip 2517. Okay, so that's my lower term time frame plan for the gold. So for now, if you're a trader, how would you trade it? How would you trade this gold chart? I would say don't do anything. Don't long anything for now. Don't short it. If you really want to short it, your short will be around 2513.5 to 2515 with invalidation above 2518. Your take profit targets then would be around 2495. If this trade go wrong, you lose 1 hour, and you immediately on flip of red line, you immediately long it with a very tight invalidation at 2.513, and that is going to give you more than 4 hour win, which is where you're going to recover your losses, and plus you're going to make more than 3 hour, with both the trades combined. So that's where you can play, but as a trader. So that's what the plan, guys. Total 3, I think the perfect plan played out for the total 3. Yesterday I mentioned I'm expecting one more push on upside for total 3. I think we are likely going to see total 3 going above towards $599 billion, and after which I'm expecting a really dump like this. Can be like a red one, like a deeper pullback, or can be like a yellow one, a shallow pullback, but after which I'm expecting it to go further continuation towards $600 billion to $620 billion, anywhere in between actually. But yeah, that's what I expect. I think total 3 is looking damn good actually. So that's the overall plan for today. Very nice previous month equilibrium retest and rejection happened at 61.1, as you can see from our BTC, guys. Let's see, once we flip the previous month equilibrium, you can play scalps, you can long it maybe from there, riding it towards the previous week highs, and as I mentioned, towards $63,000. That's where you should be taking profits as well. But anything above previous week highs, maybe a swing filler pattern is also a possibility. So just anything above previous week high, you should take profit. 61, 62,000, 63,000, every $500, $1,000 you should take profits. So that's the overall plan, guys. Don't short anything. We are bullish, and I'm expecting a little bit more upside on Bitcoin, guys. So that's all. Let's connect in the evening as well. If anything changes, I'm gonna keep you posted. That's all. Thanks a lot, guys. Yes, last thing, if you like to support my work, do trade on Bybit, guys. You can create a new account on Bybit. The link is mentioned in the description. Also, if you are in the group, in the community 21M Technicals, yes, you will be given access to our signal indicator, guys. It's a very good indicator. signal. It gives signal actually, on 15 minutes and 1 hour and every time frame, but I would prefer only 15 minutes, 1 hour, honestly speaking. That's what I have tested it with an accuracy of 75 to 80%. Last chart for today is silver. I forgot completely, sorry my friend. So silver is what I want to check it on lower term time frame and on higher term time frame. Higher term time frame, I am expecting silver to push it up, as I mentioned as well previously. I'm expecting silver to run up to the green line of $30. Now that's the key actually. It played out very nicely over there. Now the key is that either we reject from here and we dump back down to $25 along with gold actually rejection. But if you look at the structure over here, we are having a slightly change in shift, or I would say change in structure actually. So what I see over here on the lower term time frame, or I would say higher term time frame, that is a very nice change in structure. And also the way the move is clearly, in my view, is 1, 2, a very nice impulsive move. Wave 3, we're gonna have wave 4 towards maybe 28.7, 28.8, and from there for one more push up to 30.3 like this, followed by A, B, C zigzag correction to 27.6 to 27.5. So that's what the lower term time frame plan for silver. The higher term time frame indicates that we are still bullish on silver. Overall I'm bullish, very bullish actually. I don't have any reason to be bearish about it. Let me just show you the levels where you can buy for the wave 4. Exactly, I just want to show you the plan actually. So your wave 4 would be around 28.9 to 28.6. that is where your wave 4 would be ideally. Here, one more push up, and then we will see something like this, a little bit choppiness, and to go to the support. That's where the silver is going to go on the daily time frame for now. I think we are having a very good rising wedge. So if I have to say that I'm very bullish on silver from here, you need to have a breakout. I want to see that breakout. Until I don't see the breakout of this trend line, I just have to believe that maybe we might see on silver, something like this, maybe one more push up, and we might see one more dump like this for a retest of 25.7 on silver, go for another retest, and then we go for a breakout like this. But yes, that breakout will come eventually. Eventually that breakout will happen, but before that I expect that 25.7 to be tested. So higher term time frame, this is what I expect, 25.7 to be tested before any sort of a new all-time highs or new highs basically. And on lower term time frame, as I mentioned, I am expecting it to give a wave 4 retest, because that's a very good 5 waves actually forming. You see, that's a very good 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, we are in the wave 4, and you're gonna see wave 5. Wave 5 can even go for 30.9, guys. Can be a little bit extended as well, but yeah, that would be a good wave 5 actually. So that's all, guys, for today's stream. Have a nice day. Take care.